Hello, my dear students, how are you all? I hope all of you are fine. I am also fine. So, learners, welcome to Popular Live Online School Rajadisi Online High School, Sylhet. Learners, today we are going to learn clause and types of sentence. Learning outcomes. At the end of the lesson, students will be able to say define sentence, define clause, kinds of clause, types of sentence, simple, compound and complex, and identify clause and sentence. So learner, let's start our class. Learners, at first we have to know what is sentence and clause. Learners, a sentence is a set of words that is complete with itself and generally contains a subject and a main verb. A sentence also contains the correct punctuation. And a clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb. We know there are two kinds of clauses: independent clauses and subordinate clauses. Learners, there are two kinds of clauses: independent clause and subordinate clause. An independent clause expresses a complete thought and can stand by itself as a sentence. If you recognize a sentence, you should be able to recognize independent clause. Example, many people are afraid of tornadoes. Then subordinate clause. A subordinate clause is a group of words that has a subject and a predicate but cannot stand by itself as complete sentence because it does not express a complete thought. While an independent clause can stand alone as a complete thought, a subordinate clause cannot stand alone. Subordinate clause are sometimes called independent clause. Here, example: as he walked across the field, he went back to the audience. Learners, now kinds of subordinate clause. A subordinate clause may function as an adjective, an adverb, or a noun. Look at the clauses used as adjective here. A subordinate clause function as an adjective if it modifies a noun or a pronoun. Such clauses are sometimes called adjective clauses. Look at the sentence. Here we see a doctor who takes care of children is a pediatrician. So, who is kind of doctor? A doctor who takes care of children. In the sentence, the subordinate clause who takes care of children are adjective clause. Most adjective clause begin with a relative pronoun, such as that, who is, who, whom, whose. You may introduce adjective clause with relative adverbs such as after, before, since, where, why. Now, adverb clause. A subordinate clause functions as an adverb if it modifies a verb, an adjective, or an adverb. Thus, clauses are sometimes called adverb clauses. Here, example: before you buy a television, you should compare price. Modifies verb. Before you buy a television. Here, Alia was proud that the theatre group chose her. Here, modifies adjective, that the theatre group chose her. Like adverbs, adverb clause tell how, when, where, and to what extent. Now, learners, noun clauses. Sometimes some subordinate clauses function as nouns in sentence. Such clauses are called noun clauses. A noun clause may function as subject, a predicate nominative, a direct object, an indirect object, an object of a preposition, or an oppositive. Example: that he is generous is evident. Here, that he is generous are subject. That is what we decided. Here, what we decided are predicative nominative. Give whoever is coming a message. This is indirect object, whoever is coming a message. I was criticized for what I did. Here, what I did, object of a preposition. The subject of my piece, that text should be lowered, was well received. Oppositive, that is. You may introduce a noun clause with either an interrogative pronoun such as who, whom, whose, which, whatever, whoever, whomever, etc. Or as subordinate conjunction such as how, that, when, where, why, etc. Let's go to learn types of sentence. There are three types of sentence. They are simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. Let's discuss simple sentence. Simple sentence contain one independent clause and no subordinate clause. It contains a subject and a verb. Look at the example. We see some example. Number 1, Bangladesh has some beautiful tourist spot. Number 2, the tea gardens in Sylhet and the forest of the Sundarbans are favorite tourist attractions. Number 3, we planned to go to Sylhet but then went to the Sundarbans instead. Number 4, Pawan and Shara bought some bananas and fed the monkeys. Noticed that a simple sentence may have compound subject like the tea gardens and the Sundarbans, and or a compound predicate. Here plant and went, and both Pawan and Shara brought. So a compound subject consists of two or more connected subjects that have the same verb. A compound predicate consists of two or more connected verbs that have the same subject. Now learners, next compound sentence. Compound sentence contain two independent clauses and are linked by a coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction can include for, and, nor, but, yet, and so, etc. We can also join the independent clauses by using a semicolon. Example: I like jogging but I like swimming better. Here I like jogging, independent clause. I like swimming better, dependent clause. Now complex sentence. A complex sentence contains one independent clause and one or more subordinate clause. Subordinate clause are linked by either a subordinating conjunction such as although, though, after, because, since, as if, as, least, till, until, because of, etc. or a relative pronoun such as who, where, which, that, when, while, etc. Example: we had lunch at the student cafeteria. We had lunch at the student cafeteria when we visited the college. Here we had lunch at the student cafeteria is an independent clause, and when we visited the college, this is dependent clause. Next example: although he is poor, he is honest. Here although is complex sentence. So learners, today we have learned clues, kinds of clues and types of sentence, simple, complex and compound. Next class we will learn transformation of sentence, simple to complex and compound. So learners, no more today. Take care. Thank you to all.